Rockford Pie. Won't be seen tonight, so he can bring you a very special episode of The Gen X Files. Welcome to The Gen X Files. I'm Jim.
I'm Adam.
And today's show is all about frogs. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit.
Welcome to our When Animals Attack month.
When animals attack. And
yes.
Quite frankly, a lot of the animals are amphibians and
insects,
spiders,
arachnids. Not a lot of animals, to be honest.
We got giant. We have giant. Rabbits coming up
next week. Will be giant rabbits. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then and then it's just insects. Then it's bees and spiders. But we have a lot of amphibians and reptiles today with frogs. This is
oh man, this is the perfect start.
Oh my God. My sister and I were obsessed with this movie as kids.
I can totally see why.
Because it was the first ecological thriller.
Yeah.
You know, it's nature fights back.
Nature's mad.
Oh, it's mad at Ray Milland, baby.
All that trash everywhere.
Oh, it's my birthday. It's the way it's always been and the way it always will be.
I want to think that it had nothing to do with the pollution and just Ray Milland being so obstinate. They were like, F you.
Such a dick. Hey, happy birthday, a-hole.
It's the same way it's been going on for 100 years, and I will do it for another 100 years.
The way it's always been and the way it always will be. Now sit down.
God, just such an old racist man.
Yeah, and very protective about his birthday. Birthday was very important to this old guy.
Well, it was on the 4th of July, so I mean...
It was, and they celebrated a bunch of birthdays. It was like
literally America.
Yes. Oh, boy. You know what the scariest thing about this movie was? Sam Elliott without his mustache.
Oh, my God, yes.
If there is one actor that needs his mustache...
bad choice.
Oh, my God. It is off-putting. I am sorry. He's a very handsome man.
Once I thought he looked like Scott Bakula, I could not get that out of my head.
Yeah, like Scott Bakula and Scott Baio all mushed together.
It was weird.
Yeah, he needs that big old bushy stash. He is like 80% stash, man.
He also, granted, if he had the stash in this movie, at least in this, he looked young.
Yeah.
Like, if he'd had the stash, he would have looked like he was 50. And I don't know if people would have bought it.
Well, he was very low-key in this movie.
You mean he didn't have any emotion whatsoever?
No, I adore Sam Elliott.
I love Sam Elliott.
One of my favorite actors.
Great.
This is 1972 Sam Elliott. Possibly not super experienced in the art of making movies, or...
The thing is I love Sam Elliott, but I think that he has an extremely narrow range. And when that range works... Yeah. I mean, you look at stuff like the man who killed Hitler and then shot Bigfoot or whatever.
Right.
It's literally him playing this character.
Yes. But you look at... I just recently watched Tombstone. And his portrayal as Wyatt Earp's brother, really good.
Okay.
And the anger in him, and, you know.
Yeah.
Damn it, Wyatt!
I haven't seen anything with him in a long time. So
he's a very... And Big Lebowski. And I know it's a sarsaparilla.
Yeah, but that's much more of a two-dimensional character.
Well, look, I'm not arguing that he's not 80%, like 60% charm, 40% mustache. Because he is.
1% acting ability.
But look, you look at old stuff like The Lifeguard.
Yeah. No. I know. Look, he's a good... Don't get me wrong. I love watching him.
This is a B movie. Let's be quite honest.
No.
It is, Adam.
What?
Not a B like buzz, buzz, buzz. That's next week.
This pretty much was like a C movie.
But there's something about this movie that is fascinating.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember the most is the very, very last shot of the credits with the cartoon frog eating the hand.
Oh, yeah.
And, but my sister and I, in the 70s, this movie would come on a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
You know, like Creature Feature Theater or, afternoon.
Saturday night.
Well, no, it wasn't good enough for Saturday night.
Not late night Saturday night?
No, it was definitely an afternoon extravaganza. But maybe late night, too.
I mean, it didn't show any violence, so you could show it at 3 o'clock.
Oh, of course, it was a PG movie. It wasn't...
Everything was heavily implied.
It slid through a lot of frogs on people. And moss.
And
deadly moss.
Moss that comes alive.
Oh, good Lord. But yeah, my sister and I just loved this movie. And honestly, let's be honest. There has never been a movie that has made frogs seem so sinister. And in a very compelling way.
Not but like scheming.
Yes.
Like scheming.
Yes.
Like they are halfway through the movie, Jim was like, I'm pretty sure the frogs are in charge. Yeah. This is why they're not killing anybody. They're just telling everybody else to do it. And it's like, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
It is. The cinematographer did the most amazing job of making those frogs look evil as hell.
Yes. They had, how many, 5,000 frogs or something?
500 frogs.
500 frogs? That's still a lot of frogs.
I mean, enough that they could just throw them onto people from off screen.
Frog wrangler.
Yeah.
There was no job.
It was some PA.
I was a tarantula wrangler once.
Right.
Told that story. Never been a frog wrangler.
No. I don't know if I've really ever held a frog, to be honest.
Really?
I don't think so.
We had so many frogs. Oh, one of the saddest things, little psychos that I knew as children. Yeah. We would ride our bikes and play around this little pond, and there were these tiny little frogs, these cute tiny little frogs. And one guy had it in his hand, and he just went,
oh my God.
And it smashed it in his hands, and he was like, and then tried to wipe it on people. And then even worse, they had, those sticker balls, those, they're in plants, they're like a round ball, and they got little spikes on them.
Yeah.
Brambles or whatever.
Yeah, brambles, yeah.
Well, they would take that and drop them onto the frogs and skewer them.
Jeez.
These are psychopaths, man. 70s psychopaths.
They're running the country now.
Yes, well, yeah. Strangely enough, Stephen Miller was my neighbor.
That actually might be true.
He did not like frogs. Yeah. But yeah, still to this day, I'm disturbed by that image.
Well, hey, man.
And it happened when I was 8.
Frog baseball. I mean, that was the Mike Judge, the whole frog baseball thing. That was the thing that made him famous. And knocking frogs out with baseball bats.
And people putting firecrackers in frogs and stuff.
That's right. God, I hadn't thought about that in a long time.
Bunch of psychos, man.
Crazy.
No wonder the frogs want to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Don't blame them.
You don't even need the pollution. They were just pissed off anyway.
It's like, you guys treat us like crap.
Yeah.
But this movie, early 70s, man, this movie is such a slow burn.
Yes.
It is so...
It is almost on the verge of being boring.
So Sam Elliott, man, starts out in a canoe, just taking pics of all of these species that are not native to where they are in New Hampshire or wherever.
Florida?
Are they in Florida? Yeah. Well, still those lizards and
none of them. Most of the lizards and geckos and things featured were South American.
Yeah,
South American.
Tegus, the crazy tegus,
fat tegus.
Yeah.
But almost all of anything that's colored, very brightly colored, is not native to Florida.
The animal actors were better than the human actors.
Yes.
The best scene in the entire movie is when the geckos and I was going to say temus, but tegus are sabotaging the greenhouse.
Yeah.
With Zac Efron's grandpa in it. Yeah. This guy looks just like Zac Efron.
It was so creepy.
But the looks on their faces. And they're just like, yeah, baby, we got you.
That's the best scene. And then they cut to the one hanging, and he's hanging by one hand, and he's just it's like he's just smiling. He's just gotcha.
Got you, bitch.
So funny.
But such a weird movie.
Such a weird movie.
And frogs.
It doesn't even really explain how Ray Milland, spoiler alert, how Ray Milland dies at the end. Does he have a heart attack or something? I don't think you can die from frogs jumping on you.
Well, maybe they went in his mouth or suffocated him, or maybe they just jumped on him so hard they broke his ribs. He's an old man. He's got osteoporosis.
Yeah.
Brittle bones.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. It just didn't make any sense.
Well,
not that a lot of the movie makes sense.
Well, the one guy having the moss dropped on him by tarantulas, and then the tarantulas drop on him, and that poor son of a bitch, one of them went in his mouth.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things are dangerous, man. As a professional tarantula wrangler. So, if you get two of those next to each other, they will two males, they will automatically fight.
Right.
And the poor guy that I was wrangling for, he got stung or bit. I don't know what tarantulas do. Whatever they did it to him.
They bite, but not all of them are venomous.
Yeah, these weren't venomous, but it still hurts.
Sure.
You got a hand-sized spider chomping on you.
I had a friend who had a tarantula, and we would for entertainment would watch the tarantula hunt crickets. It was they move very fast.
Oh, yeah.
They can go from, like, cross over, like, 3 feet in, like, half a second.
Oh, my God. Well, we used to have live tarantulas where I grew up. And I remember there was one that was, like, 3 feet away, and I poked it with a stick, and that thing went shoot and jumped 6 feet right onto my shirt.
Wow.
Scared the ass out of me.
Wow.
I felt like Alfred Molina in Raiders of the Lost Ark. But, yeah, man, those things are Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah. When I grew up, we only had dead tarantulas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Poking with, I don't know, you said you had live tarantulas. We had dead tarantulas.
Oh, okay. So thanks for making that distinction.
Poke them with a stick, and they would not jump at me because they were dead.
Could have just been their exoskeletons, Adam, because they shed.
They. We did not have tarantulas in Iowa. We had harvesters. That was it.
We had tarantulas. We had scorpions. It was weird. Rattlesnakes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, you grew up in a desert.
Technically, I did.
Yeah. You weird desert person.
I'm a desert boy.
But anyway, this is definitely not in the desert.
No.
This was down in the Everglades.
The Everglades of Florida on some
swampy swamp.
Some bizarre rich family's estate.
Private island or something.
They own a paper mill or something.
Somewhere.
It must have been close by because they were polluting, and they were polluting their own area. So because of the pollution that this family and their business wrought, the ecosystem is turning against them. And what was cool was it wasn't just the frogs.
No.
It was all of the animals and the plants.
Yeah, because the moss definitely attacks the guy that gets attacked by the tarantula.
Yes. And my favorite was, everybody who died, it was like the director said, I want you to take it up to 12. We're not even doing 11. I want 12. When Hollis Irving is running from the... Wait, how did she die again?
She ran from snakes. She saw a snake and she freaked out.
So when Hollis Irving's iris is being hunted by the snakes and she's running through... I love B movies where they make the actors go through obviously not difficult brush, but make it look like they're in the heart of the jungle of the Amazon.
She was so bloody.
Oh my God, so bloody and so screamy. And was it Nicholas? Was it Kenneth? Was he the one that died in the?
Kenneth was the one. I think he was the one in the greenhouse.
Oh man! Well, between him and Spider Joe,
Michael's the one that shot himself in the leg. Literally shot his own calf off.
He shot his calf off, and he was the one where the tarantulas threw the moss on him.
The moss came alive.
Well, no, yes, but the tarantula was helping disengage the moss.
Right, and the moss was enveloping him, and then the tarantulas, I'm assuming, bit him to death.
They were working together under the strict orders of the frogs. But the overacting was on point. Very much like a B movie.
I love Sam Elliott, and we already talked about this. I love Sam Elliott, but like to me, Joan Van Ark was the only one that really seemed like she was into the movie.
Yeah.
Like she was totally buying that it was a B movie, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna have fun with this.
Well, I think also that Ray Milland, that's how they say it in France. I also think that Ray Milland was so pissed about being there that he came across pretty good too.
Oh no, Ray Milland's always good, but again, I feel like Sam Elliott has a very narrow range. He just hits it really well.
Sam Elliott is an enigma, and if you watch movies like The Lifeguard or some of the westerns he did when he was younger.
Yeah, he had a really long stint on Mission Impossible. Like, it's not... he's a good actor.
He's just very,
I think the one note he got over and over again was less emotion.
Yeah. Well, when everybody else is at 12 and he is at a -4...
he could be at 8 and he still look like -4.
Well, it's also... He just looks so naked without that mustache. It's just... I can't... I've said it. I know I've said it, but it's just... Him without a mustache. Even Tom Selleck, who is Mr. Mustache.
Yeah.
Him without his mustache is not as jarring and great, like in Her Alibi and stuff when Selleck wanted to do his non-mustache acting. When these guys do their non-mustache acting, it's glaring. And
these mustaches do a lot of heavy lifting.
I am pretty sure that after Frog, Sam Elliott was like, I never shaving.
I honestly don't think he ever did. I don't think he ever shaved it again.
Keeping the soup strainer up here.
Oh my God.
And his like little jeans and chambray shirt.
Yes.
Oh, God, I just love this movie so much. It was so much fun watching this. Let's get into it because I'll just talk about it all day.
All right. Take yourself back to 1972.
Yeah.
March 22nd, the United States Supreme Court ruled in Eisenstadt versus Baird that unmarried people had the same rights to contraceptive products as married people did, striking down a Massachusetts law and extending the protection of the 1965 ruling in Griswold versus Connecticut.
It's fascinating to me. It's also really sad that I'm learning so much history through this show. but it's just sad and fascinating to me that so many things happened in my lifetime, like single people not being able to have contraceptives.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Like Loving was what, 60?
It's like 64 or 66 or something.
So I was...
I think it was a little bit before your time.
At least I never lived in a world where interracial marriage was...
Well, at this point, women still couldn't get their own credit cards.
Oh, and rightly so. How much credit card debt has there been? It's our new sister show. What's wrong with women?
I don't understand the fact that they didn't. You would think that they would want the single people to have contraception up the wazoo because they're supposed to get married and have kids.
Adam, it's a sin.
I don't. So contradictory.
Well, contraception is contradictory.
Also on March 22nd, the Schaefer Commission, formerly the National Commission on Marijuana and Drug Abuse, a 13-member panel created by Congress, unanimously recommend the removal of federal and state restrictions against the personal possession and private use of marijuana. The Commission's surprising conclusions were not accepted by President Nixon or by Congress.
Oh, there's no effing way I'm doing that.
And it's been 53 years and still nothing.
Well,
not federally, at least.
Right. Well, the great thing about pot is everything. No, the funny thing about pot is, back in the day, like the 30s when they were doing Reefer Madness, their reasoning for keeping it on Schedule 1 was that pot will make you crazy and angry and violent and it'll make you eat people. And, it was all this, it was madness.
Yeah.
And then around this time with Nixon, the whole... argument against was, well, it's going to make our boys lazy and not want to fight in the Vietnam War. And, so...
It was also extremely racist because they just assumed it was mostly Mexicans smoking weed.
And they spelled it wrong.
Yeah. Well, I think they were trying to de-Mexify it.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, no, it's not. But 100%. Like 90% of it was them being racist. Of just being able to arrest. Yeah. It's amazing. Do you know how racist our country is?
Adam, are you telling me that there's racism in this country?
Well, thank God we got over it since Obama got elected.
Yeah, well, racism solved.
March 23rd, the first media event surrounding the recently discovered cave-dwelling Tassidae people took place in the Philippines as reporters, scientists, and VIPs, including Charles Lindbergh, were brought in by helicopter to meet a group of people who had never made it out of the Stone Age.
Okay.
It was not until after the 1986 overthrow of Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos that it was discovered that the 26 Tassidae cavemen had been ordinary people going along with the hoax.
I love that story so much.
14 years they got away with it.
Charles Lindbergh was like, this seems a little sketchy to me.
Do you know you have a Rolex?
We made it out of stone. We've come a long way. We've evolved very differently than you guys have.
Yeah, we did our watch technology first.
Yes.
Cotton gin, I don't know what that is.
That is so funny. Oh, man. Isn't Ferdinand Marcos' son? Like Bam Bam Marcos or something?
His son is running for president again.
He is president.
Oh, he is president.
Yeah, he is.
He won.
They never learned their lesson the first time. And neither do we.
All I remember about the Marcos was...
the shoes?
The shoes, yeah. With not Esmeralda.
Imelda.
Imelda, thank you. Imelda. Yeah.
A friend of mine was in a great musical... I think it's called Imelda the Musical.
Oh, yeah?
But it is about them, and it was so good. I'm not a huge fan of musicals.
Yeah.
I saw it at the East West Players.
Oh, yeah?
I used to go there a lot. And, man, I loved it so much. It is so funny. Man, she had a lot of shoes.
She did. She spent all her money on shoes.
All the money.
Women, they be shopping.
They be shopping. Well, luckily, they stole so much money from the Philippines.
We have gone so weird today. All right.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that they spelled marijuana with an H.
I know. I think they were trying to demystify it.
Marijuana. It's like a Steve Martin bit. Marijuana.
They were anglicizing it, that's all.
Well, then they should have legalized it.
They should have called it the National Commission on
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. There you go. Yeah. March 23rd, Frogs is released in theaters.
Ribbit.
So, unsurprisingly, there's not much about the making of Frogs that I could find.
What? It's not documented in 6 different documentaries?
No, unfortunately. From what I can tell, Robert Hutchison came up with the story for Frogs, writing at least one draft of the screenplay.
Okay.
Hutchison hadn't had anything produced before Frogs, but did have another movie released in 1972 called Outside In, about a draft dodger that is preparing to return to America from Canada for his father's funeral.
Topical, interesting.
And sounds way more interesting than Frogs.
No! Frogs is interesting.
It's amazing to have 2 movies coming out, one of them being so serious and one of them literally about frogs.
well, there are other animals too.
I know. American International Pictures picked up the film for development, assigning it to George Edwards, the producer, who worked with Corman over the previous decade. Edwards worked on a number of films, including Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet, 1965, a movie from the Soviet Union that Corman bought, shot some new scenes with Basil Rathbone, and released it to a profit.
God, he did this all the time.
Yeah. We've talked about this one before. Yeah.
But he's like one of the first guys that would buy foreign movies.
Yeah, and then just shoot a couple scenes and be like, oh, look, they're all in it.
Make a profit.
Yeah.
There's a great book. Read Roger Corman's book on Hollywood, and it's fascinating. The man never lost $1. He was so good at
He was
producing.
the most profitable filmmaker of all time.
Yes.
Yeah. Queen of Blood in 1966, another Soviet adaptation that mostly reshot scenes with John Saxon, Basil Rathbone, Dennis Hopper, and Judy Meredith, while using some special effects shots from the Soviet version.
Okay.
How Awful About Alan, a TV movie that featured Anthony Perkins in his TV debut.
Yeah, there was something awful that happened to Alan.
It was so funny. I love Anthony Perkins so much.
Yeah.
I've never seen this. What's the Matter with Helen in 1971, starring Debbie Reynolds and Shelley Winters.
I have seen that one.
It didn't receive very positive reviews when it came out, but has since been reconsidered as a bit of a cult classic.
Remember very little of that movie.
Also went down a weird rabbit hole with that. There were like 4 movies that were questions like that, like what's the matter with whoever, or
whatever
what about
happened
whatever.
to Baby Jane?
Yeah, well, that wasn't one of them. But I mean, these low budget things that they were just great.
But I think they were derivative
Actually,
of what happened.
I think it might
Jane.
have been the same writer. Now that you say that, anyway.
Well, I mean, that was a popular movie.
Yeah.
Such a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, she eats a rat. Well, she doesn't eat it, but she served it.
Right. Edwards hired Robert Blees to rework the script. Blees was a seasoned writer in Hollywood, having his first screenplay produced in 1942 called Sweater Girl, starring Eddie Bracken.
Oh, yeah, that was a woman's empowerment movie.
Sure.
Sweater Girl.
Through the 50s, Blees would have 16 more screenplays produced before turning to TV in the early 60s.
Yeah, I loved his subsequent movies, Nylon Lady and Miniskirt Mama.
Cardigan Gal.
Yeah. Cardigan Gal was the direct sequel to Sweater Girl.
It was Cardigan Gal. Yeah.
It was really controversial that she was wearing a cardigan.
Oh yeah, here we go. So I did talk about this. He went quiet for a bit until 1972 when he had 2 movies released along with Frogs. Whoever Slew Auntie Roo, another in the psycho biddy genre that Edwards worked in.
Nice.
This one also starred Shelley Winters. This was another one of those where they caught the psycho biddy genre was amazing.
Oh yeah, Crazy Women.
Yeah, I went on a weird rabbit hole with it.
I'm skinny in the water.
He also did Dr. Phoebes Rides Again, the sequel to the 1971 film The Abominable Dr. Phoebes, with both starring Vincent Price.
Oh, yes, Dr. Phoebes.
Yeah.
Vincent Price was the best.
Oh, he was amazing.
You know, one thing I miss about having TV is when I was a kid, the creature feature on Saturday afternoon, and just you would watch the greatest B movies. That's where I saw them, the head that wouldn't die, and
right.
all of these amazing 50s sci-fi movies that are just. I love that genre so much.
If I could get a digital antenna to work, it's literally like digital TV now is like old cable TV.
Oh, man.
Like there's like Me TV and all these things are like antenna TV, which is just these old movies. Oh, forever.
I got to look into that.
Yeah. So side note, Blees was pretty much done with his career by 1985, but he lived until 2015, passing away at the age of 96.
He's bored as shit. He wasn't doing anything. It
took 30 years to kill him.
He finally finished the book that he was reading.
Edwards hired George McCowan to direct Frogs. McCowan was actually an actor, but started directing in 1960 while living in Canada. During his time in Canada, he directed a lot of TV, including 43 episodes of The Forest Rangers that ran from 63 to 65.
Hey, how's it going, eh? Okay, we're the Forest Rangers. Look, You're going to have to put that fire out, eh? It's getting a little out of control. I know you're making your back bacon for your breakfast, and that's good and all, but you're going to have to make sure to get that fire out because we don't want any big fires in the forest.
You would really think that the Canadians would try to dissuade the stereotypes by not doing shows like the Forest Rangers.
Well, at least it wasn't the Mighty Mounties.
That's true. That is true. He moved to the U.S. in 1967 and continued to direct TV, including 20 episodes of The Felony Squad from 67 to 69.
Ooh, that was about cops.
Yeah. He also directed a lot of TV movies, including the TV movie pilot for the show Cannon, which aired in 1971.
Oh, you remember Cannon?
Kind of. Was he not the guy in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the guy. Okay, yes.
Yeah, it
yes.
was, God, I forget his name. Conrad. William
Conrad? Maybe.
Robert Conrad. It was a Conrad, and he was in a wheelchair, and he had a little child molester's mustache.
Oh, God.
And he solved crimes. Wheel me over there. Wheel me to him.
You didn't chase anybody.
Chase after. Wheel faster. Wheel faster. That was his catchphrase.
McCowan would go on to direct 23 episodes of the series once it went to full series. McCowan released his first feature film in 1971 with Winter Comes Early, also known as Face Off, a Canadian love story involving hockey.
Oh, yeah. So, we faced off at the altar, because we were getting married, but we played hockey against each other first.
Yet again, they could dissuade stereotypes if they didn't make movies about hockey all the time.
Yeah, it's, we like hockey.
Yes, sport. I know, because it's in every movie that's in Canada.
It's real cold in Canada, so, there's not a lot of options for playing sports.
So the same year that McCowan released Frogs, he also directed The Magnificent Seven Ride, the fourth film in the Magnificent Seven franchise.
Oh, arguably the best.
Did not know there were 4 of them.
There's more than 4, I think.
No, there's 4.
Oh, there's only 4?
Last one, yeah.
And then the awful remake with Denzel and
Chris
Pratt.
Yes. Which I think I saw that once. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I saw it once.
I mean, it's not going to beat the original. The original's classic.
The original, I just recently rewatched the original with my folks.
Yeah.
In March.
Yeah.
And it is so good.
So good.
James Coburn's introduction in that movie is one of my favorite introductions of any character ever. So lanky. He's so lanky.
Yeah. So Ray Milland was cast as Jason Crockett, the old white man in the movie.
It's how it always was. It's how it always will be.
Milland was born Alfred Reginald Jones in Wales in 1907.
It's the most English name. Alfred Reginald Jones.
I didn't know he was Welsh. I had no idea because he had his accent go away eventually. But I thought he was from San Francisco or something.
Well, he's got that look.
He does.
It doesn't look like Sean Connery.
No. In 1925, Milland served in the Royal House Guards of the Household Cavalry, becoming an expert marksman. While stationed in London, Milland met dancer Margot St. Leger, and through her, he was introduced to American actress Estelle Brody. Brody queried Milland's commitment to an army career, which led him into buying himself out of the forces in 1928 with the hope of becoming an actor.
Very cool that you could buy your way out of the army.
It's so weird.
In Scotland?
But amazing? Yeah. Well, in England. They were part of it, yeah.
Oh. I guess Scotland doesn't have its own army.
No.
Or didn't.
No, neither does Wales.
Well, because they were part of England.
Right, Wales and Scotland are part of England. And part of the United Kingdom.
Yes.
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 And Northern Ireland.
Yeah, well.
And some islands in the Bahamas.
Yes, and lots of little areas around because of
other places
imperialism.
Because they took over 400 countries.
Yes. It was weird going to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Or Belize, because I think Belize was a...
I think Belize might still be.
I don't know.
Milland's excellent shooting ability landed him as an extra in The Informer in 1929, and a nearby production asked him to screen test for their movie, leading him to get his first speaking role in The Flying Scotsman.
Strange that he was hired because he's a good marksman. What's happening there? Are they actually shooting live rounds?
Oh, I'm assuming it was no, but I don't know. Maybe they needed him to shoot something. It was 1929, man. They didn't know what safety was.
Yeah, you're very good at shooting guns. Why don't you come in here and be an actor?
We need you to shoot the lead.
Yeah, okay.
But you have to miss all his internal organs.
I can do it. I'm the greatest shot in all of Scotland.
He's not Scottish. He's Welsh.
I'm Welsh.
While on set, they suggested he adopt a stage name, so he decided on naming himself from an area of Wales that he grew up around, the Milllands. So
stupid.
Oh, God. After the head of MGM saw The Flying Scotsman, Milland was offered a 9-month contract at $175 a week based in Hollywood.
That's like $7 million today.
It's not quite that much. It's like $6.5 million. He moved to the U.S. in August of 1930. Over the next 15 years, Milland worked his way through the Hollywood machine, impressing the right people, gaining a 7-year contract, and becoming a leading man.
Yes, I finally did it.
He appeared in almost 60 movies during this period. 60 movies in 15 years.
That's like nothing.
That man did not stop working. It was just such a weird time for Hollywood.
Well, everybody worked because you were a contract player.
You would literally work on one thing and walk to the next set and work on that thing.
Like, I guess I'm doing a wrestling picture today.
Yeah, I gotta get my new costume. Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm playing a gladiator.
In 1939, he nearly died making Hotel Imperial with Marlene Dietrich. One scene called for him to lead a cavalry charge through a small village. An accomplished horseman, Milland insisted upon doing the scene himself.
I insist I do it on myself.
As he was making a scripted jump on the horse, his saddle came loose, sending him flying straight into a pile of broken masonry.
Jesus.
Ouch. Milland awoke in a hospital where he remained for a week with a badly damaged left hand, a 3-inch gash to his head, and a concussion.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, that'll teach you. Stuntmen are stuntmen for a reason, Ray.
I really don't think you should do this, Ray.
I'm doing it.
I don't think you should.
Shut up. I'm drunk. I'm
right.
doing what I want.
All right. When World War II broke out, he tried joining the U.S. Army Air Force, being an experienced pilot, but they wouldn't let him because of his damaged hand.
You know what's so great is everybody was like a pilot back then. If you had a little bit of money, you could be a pilot back then.
He was a expert marksman. He was an expert horseman. He could pilot. I mean, this is what you do when you don't have TV to watch.
Exactly. I was going to say, there's nothing else to do, so people were very well-rounded.
I guess I'm going to get a plane.
Yeah, because you can listen to the radio anywhere.
That's true. In 1945, after returning from an MC engagement in Peru, he found a book delivered to his home with a note from Paramount's head of production, Buddy DeSilva, that read,
"Read it, study it, you're going to play it."
Milland found the book unsettling and felt its subject matter, that of an alcoholic writer, to be challenging and alien to him.
This is alien to me. I'm an alien.
I don't ever think about writing when I'm drunk.
Oh, no.
He was also concerned that it would require serious acting, something that he believed he had not undertaken up to that point in his career.
Look, I'm really not that good.
He'd done a lot of comedies, so I think he was concerned.
You want me to ride a horse? You want me to shoot a gun? Yeah, but I'm not a very good actor.
The Lost Weekend was directed by Billy Wilder, and Milland won the Oscar for Best Actor at Cannes, and a Golden Globe for the part.
It is an amazing movie, and he's amazing in it.
He's fantastic. He later said that his role in The Lost Weekend
was the only part I'm really proud of.
Milland continued acting after The Lost Weekend, appearing in over 30 more pictures before 1970. He also started directing with A Man Alone in 1955, casting himself as the lead.
Well, let's see. Who should we cast? Barbara, my casting director. What do you think? Should we cast Rock Hudson, maybe, or I don't know, maybe a Ray Milland?
I think there's only one person that can play this part.
Ray Milland. Isn't that you?
Yes.
You know that my name comes from where I grew up, the Millands. Yeah, you told me that 1,000 times, Ray.
He directed 2 more features and a bunch of TV before, quote-unquote, retiring in 1958 at the age of 51.
This is my favorite part about him, is he just gets bored.
He grew bored and ended up working on the TV show Markham for 2 years before retiring again in 1960. Again, growing bored, he came back to acting.
The saddest thing about it, though, is every time he retires, he comes back less and less.
Worse projects.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, oh my God. Except from Corman to Frogs. Oh boy.
He appeared in 2 Roger Corman pictures, The Premature Burial in 1962, the third in Corman's Poe cycle.
Yes, Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes. And X, the man with the X-ray eyes, as Dr. X in 1963.
Not to be confused with Dr. Xavier from the X-Men.
No, he's not Dr. Xavier. In 1962, he starred in and directed Panic in Year Zero, a film about the immediate aftermath of nuclear war.
Cool.
Which is funny, because that's the first thing I ever saw Ray Milland in.
Really?
Yeah, because when I was in high school and middle school and high school, I was obsessed with nuclear war and like the post-apocalyptic like nuclear war. I blame Stephen King and The Stand.
Yeah,
and then me wanting to have apocalypse all the time.
Yeah. Stupid jerks make fun of me. Wait till the apocalypse and I'll be one to kill you all.
Wait until the bombs are in the sky. Just wait.
I'll survive like a cockroach, and you'll all die. I will thrive.
I will say Panic in Year Zero is really good, and I didn't know he directed it. So I didn't realize he directed it.
I'd love to see it again. I must have seen it, but
it's good. Remember. It's slow, but I mean it's good.
Everything back then was
slow. I know, pacing. By 1972, when he appeared in Frogs, Milland had become a character actor.
Yeah, that's just... means that he's no longer a leading man.
It means he's older.
We don't know what to do with him.
Been in the business for 35 years, and they're like, all right.
Let's just get Milland.
Your name still has a little bit of cachet. Yeah. He would also appear in Embassy, a spy thriller, and The Thing with Two Heads, a blaxploitation movie in which Milland plays a brain surgeon with a terminal illness who transplants his head onto the healthy body of an American prisoner.
Yes, and that prisoner was played by Greer. I was going to say Judy Greer.
Pam Grier?
No, it's the football player.
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
What is Man with Two Heads?
The Thing with Two Heads.
Rosie Greer, right?
Rosie Greer,
yes,
yeah. I think you're right.
Whoo, baby, that movie is bad, but and Ray Milland is not having a good time. But it's definitely worth a watch, man. Watch
it is.
You dumb honky.
It is definitely 100% in chapter 4 of Milland's career where he'll just take anything.
The best is him running around. I think it's Rosie Greer running around with the fake head bobbling around on
Yeah.
It's just, why would he take that role? Oh, man.
Money. It's all about money.
I'm bored.
It's probably more than anything. He's just bored.
Watch out, Milland's bored.
During the production of Frogs, Milland wore a toupee through the shoot, sweating it off many times.
Okay.
In fact, Milland hated this movie and hated working on it.
I hate this movie, and I hate working on it. I hate you all.
He actually left the shoot 3 days early, and most of his death scene was shot with body doubles.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would have been anyway. They're not going to throw 80-year-old Ray Milland on the ground and toss a bunch of dirty frogs on him.
That's true. He continued to act in TV with a few features before passing away from lung cancer on March 10th, 1986, at the age of 79.
Very young.
So technically, he was only 64 when he did this movie.
Wow. Hard living, baby.
I guess.
Hard living.
Guess that's what happens when you're a pilot, marksman, horseman.
It's my birthday. You do what I say. Everyone sit down. Shut up.
He was so annoying.
But Grandpa, everybody's...
So obstinate. Everything I hate about old white men. Sam Elliott was cast as Pickett Smith.
Here's my name, Pickett Smith.
Pickett.
Pickett Smith.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Is it?
It is. I know eventually we talk about Stephen King in this, but you know that Stephen King loved this movie. Between the blue chambray work shirt and calling characters like Pickett Smith, that is 100% Stephen King.
Even Stephen King wouldn't name somebody Pickett. They used to call him Picks. What a Picks.
So, Elliot didn't start acting until college. His father was very against him moving to Los Angeles from Oregon to work as an actor.
What sport did he fail at?
None. He was not.
Okay.
He was not a
nice change of pace.
I can't remember what he was doing, but he was not into sports. He was in Oregon. I think they were all hippies.
I was working as a hairstylist.
Elliot started his career in TV, appearing in 3 episodes of The Felony Squad.
Ooh.
3 episodes of Lancer. Land of the Giants, The FBI, and Judd for the Defense.
Judd for the Defense.
Such a horrible title.
Name. I'm Judd, and I'm for the defense.
And then 13 episodes of Mission Impossible.
The worst person I ever worked with, the only time I've ever seen an actual intern get fired.
Oh, wow.
Was working for Roger Corman, and his name was Judd.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Judd got fired?
Judd was... a dud.
Judd.
I felt so bad. He cried. He was just a dum-dum.
Yeah.
He just didn't, he was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And it was just so sad. People are so effing mean, man. And they were like, you think it's mean now? It was 10 times meaner back then.
Oh, yeah. They didn't care because there were 50 other interns waiting to get in your set.
Now I feel really sad about Judd.
Poor old Judd. Poor Judd the dud.
We were so glad he got fired, but it was just really sad.
In 1970... Elliot appeared in the TV movie The Challenge, starring Darren McGavin and directed by George McCowan.
McCowan and McGavin.
Yeah. Elliot's first credited feature was in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in 1969, playing a card player that watches the Sundance Kid's shooting prowess in the opening scene.
Well, you got some pretty good shooting prowess.
I think he had the mustache at that point.
Well, yeah. I think he had the mustache and everything except for this movie. And then he learned his lesson.
Yes. He then appeared in The Games in 1970 about marathon runners. Because Frogs was his first lead role, he opted to shave his mustache for the film, making him almost unrecognizable.
Everybody was, when he showed up on the set, who are you? You one of the construction workers? You a grip?
I spent 30 minutes, I knew it was him, but I could not get over that for like the first third of the movie.
He's a very handsome dude, and it's not like he's got a weird face or anything. He's got a good face.
Yeah.
Like I even said, watching that, he could have played Han Solo.
Oh, no, agreed. He could have. Yeah,
You know, he's got that.
he's a handsome dude.
Yeah, he would have been perfect as Roland Deschain when he was in like his 40s or 50s.
Again, Stephen King, man.
I think Stephen King. Frogs is his favorite movie.
We need to tweet at him and see if it's true.
And it really, all of his work, we're going to go down a rabbit hole.
This is the seed that grew Stephen King's career.
Yes. Oh, man.
He's all over this script.
Everything was ripped off from Frogs.
In very subtle ways. Yeah. Oh my God.
Damn Ray's shirt.
The shirtless scene in Frogs led to him being cast in Lifeguard, his breakout role in 1976.
Hey, look at that guy without a shirt on. He could be a lifeguard. Cast him.
That's pretty much how that went.
Make sure he grows his mustache back, though. This is unsettling.
Elliot has had a very long career appearing in many films, TV shows, and voiceover. He was he was in Evel Knievel as Evel Knievel in the 1974 television film.
Now we're definitely 100% covering this.
Which is not the Evel Knievel movie that was feature film.
Yeah.
But Evel Knievel, I didn't even know this existed, and I want to see this so bad.
The 70s boiled down to like three things: Evel Knievel, Bigfoot, and spontaneous combustion.
Yeah.
That's all we care. And the looming threat of nuclear war.
Sam Elliott only has one more category to fulfill. Yes. We need him to do a spontaneous combustion movie.
Do we know he didn't? I mean, covered his entire career?
No, I don't know. You're right. Maybe.
I just remember that foot. Remember that picture of the spontaneous combustion?
Yes, was the lady that was just a foot that was in my Time Life Mysteries of the Unknown books.
We were talking about that before, about these Time Life books that were basically the internet back then.
Yeah,
these faux leather-bound books.
Literally 4chan.
The main reason why my friends and I like to look through those books, like the Gunslinger one, was for dead bodies. Because they would show dead gunslingers and stuff. We were weird creeps.
Oh, yeah. Like, there was one about the mafia or mobsters.
Yeah.
And, like, a guy, I remember seeing a photo of a guy dead on a bumper. Like, his head literally laying on the bumper full of bullets. And it was just like, there it is. He's dead.
And the gunslinger, like, propped up in the coffin with all the bullet holes in his chest and the mustache.
Yeah.
Man, that was
creepy stuff. Man, I had all those. I'm pretty sure my parents got rid of them.
That's a shame, because I would love to have a collection of all those Time Life books.
Jana does. And man, I'm jealous.
I gotta go visit her.
So he was also in Mask in 1985, starring Cher and Eric Stoltz?
Yeah, Eric Stoltz played Rocky.
Rocky. And I think that's the first thing I remember Sam Elliott from.
You got a weird face, kid.
But I didn't.
That was what he said.
I think that's pretty much the exact opposite of how he was in the movie.
I don't know about that face of yours, kid.
Although I do remember him mostly from Roadhouse in 1989.
Pain don't hurt.
He was such a badass in that movie. He was so good.
He is so good at playing quiet badass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, the thing about Frogs is he's just kind of there.
Right.
He's just taking pictures, and he gets whisked into this weird rich people life, and he's very uncomfortable being there.
I mean, he kind of pushes the plot along, but like otherwise it doesn't really do anything.
There's something going on with the frogs.
Yeah, it's like, well, he goes and finds the body, and then they hide it, and then hide the knowledge, and then he finally is like, oh, this is all going on. And then
wait, there's 3 people that died?
Yeah, sorry. We forgot to mention that.
We're not ruining my birthday.
He was just a help.
He was. You're going to do this for me.
He was also in Conager, the television film in 1991, which he also wrote and produced.
Conager.
Which was a Western.
Well, sure.
Yeah. He was also in Tombstone and Gettysburg in 1993.
Wyatt.
And, he was great in Gettysburg, too. The Big Lebowski in 1998.
Get me a sarsaparilla.
And then, of course, the best title of any movie ever, The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot in 2018.
I haven't seen the entire movie yet.
You have to see that movie.
I've seen the beginning.
It's essentially like 2 short films smashed together.
Nice.
But it works so well. He has also done voiceover on Family Guy for a really long time.
Well, after Adam West died, he became the mayor.
Right.
Mayor Sam Elliott.
And he also did voiceover on Robot Chicken, which actually earned him an Emmy nomination.
That is awesome. Robot Chicken is brilliant.
It is absolutely brilliant.
For all you Gen Xers out there, it is right up your alley.
You have to watch Robot Chicken. All of this led up to being nominated for Best Supporting Actor in 2018 for A Star is Born, but lost to Mahershala Ali for Green Book. Elliot most recently can be seen in 1883 and in upcoming episodes of Landman.
Great. I can't wait to watch that. Season 2 coming up soon.
So many people. Oh my God, I went and visited my parents at their resort village, and everyone I met could not stop talking about Landman.
Okay.
Holy crap.
I'm going to have to watch it.
It's about the oil industry, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah, but it's got
Sling Blade? Sling Blade. I know. I know.
It's the same character.
It is. He's just older and grown up and owns a bunch of land.
Got a bunch of land. Get me some French fried potatoes. Mustard.
Joan Van Ark was cast as Karen Crockett, the granddaughter of Ray Milland.
Yeah, and she stole her 3-year-old niece's jumper to wear throughout half of the thing. What the hell was she wearing?
So weird.
So unflattering, too.
So weird. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman, and
Beautiful.
it just was not. It did not look good.
No, it was just weird. It just was weird in the butt. Part of her butt was hanging out, and you could tell the tan lines, and it just was not. They didn't do any of the women any favors with the costumes. That one lady came out in the bloomers, and looked like she was getting ready to do dancing in the can at the old West Corral.
Dancing, yeah. Yeah. Van Ark started her career on stage, appearing in a number of plays at the Guthrie Center in Minneapolis. The Guthrie Center's awesome, by the way. I've never been there.
And where?
Guthrie Center in Minneapolis. They put on some of the most amazing shows.
No, I've never been.
Oh, it's so good. She made her Broadway debut in 1966 with Barefoot in the Park. In 1971, she received a third Theatre World Award and was nominated for the Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Play for the revival of The School for Wives.
Best school there is, baby. Got to teach them how to be a wife.
So surprisingly, Van Ark made her feature film debut in Frogs in 1972.
Ribbit.
In fact, she would not appear in another feature film until 2000 with Held for Ransom starring Dennis Hopper.
Well, Frogs wasn't that great.
28 years she went between feature films. That's crazy.
She was blacklisted.
She did a lot of TV. She made her career on TV, appearing in almost 100 TV projects over her career.
She was a TV actor.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. She was 100% TV actor.
She did a bunch of TV movies. TV was her bread and butter.
She had an amazing TV career, and that's fine. There's a lot of people that are just TV actors, and then back then, too, it was very difficult to make the transition from TV to film.
And look, a lot of people preferred TV because it was consistent work. You knew when you'd have time off, and you knew you could come back to something. It was kind of the dream.
If you wanted to have a family in Hollywood, the best thing to do is get a series, because then you could be with your kids.
Exactly. She debuted on 2 episodes of Run for Your Life in 1967. Van Ark started a long soap opera career by appearing in 12 episodes of Days of Our Lives in 1970. Ooh. She appeared in 26 episodes of the new Temperatures Rising show in 1972. Just, again, worst. It's almost as bad as Judd for the Defense.
All right, what do we call it? What do we call this show?
Well, we had a show called Temperatures Rising.
Okay, but this is new, so what do we call it?
I don't know.
The new Temperatures Rising show? Brilliant! You get a raise and a promotion.
She also appeared in 3 episodes of The Rockford Files, playing 3 different characters.
She did. She was great. I think one of them might have been blind. I don't know.
Sure, why not?
She was really good on Rockford.
She also appeared in 5 episodes of The Love Boat, playing 5 different characters as well.
The Love Boat. Yeah, well, everybody did.
Everybody was on The Love Boat.
Yeah.
I mean, the show was 90 minutes long, and it had 3 separate stories. So literally every show had at least 3 or 4 guest stars.
You look exactly like 2 other guests we've had. Shut up.
She's most well known for playing Valerie Ewing on Knots Landing, the Dallas spinoff from 1979 to 1993, appearing in 327 episodes.
That's crazy.
I had no idea that show lasted that long.
Well, no, I think that was Dallas and...
No.
That was 79 started Knots Landing?
Dallas, it spun off like the 2nd season or something. Yeah.
Did it last longer than Dallas?
It did. I think Dallas ended in like 89.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I didn't even realize that Knots Landing was a spinoff of Dallas. I've never watched any of these because they're essentially just soap operas, and I'm just not into that.
I have Dallas trading cards.
Oh my god! Well, that explains a lot.
I was looking in a box a while ago of trading cards. They're like Dallas trading cards. What kind of weirdo was I? And what kind of weirdo were they?
Who makes Dallas
trading cards?
Hey, it was a craze for a while.
Oh, man.
In 2004, she would appear in 55 episodes of The Young and the Restless. Van Ark has also had a long voiceover career using that deep, sultry voice, appearing in The Last of the Mohicans, a 1975 TV movie, 33 episodes of Tarzan and the Super 7 in 1978. I did not realize that was a cartoon, and I need to find it.
Yes, Tarzan and the Super 7.
It sounds incredible.
Me, Tarzan. You, Super 7. We
Okay.
fight crime.
She's also did 16 episodes of Spider-Woman in 1979, playing Spider-Woman.
Nice.
2 episodes of Thundar the Barbarian.
Thundar the Barbarian.
She also appeared in Fallout 4, the video game. She did like 15 different voices.
Yeah, she's great.
She's amazing. And then most recently, Redfall, the very disappointing video game.
Oh, man.
That should not have existed.
Well, you don't give a company who's known for great, amazing single-player experiences a live service game.
Yeah, it was just not good.
Worst part about that is it destroyed the company.
I know. It ruined the company. That's been happening a lot, unfortunately. Most recently, she can be heard in a 2023 episode of Adventures in Odyssey. She is now 82 and awaiting her next project. Adam Rourke was cast as Clint Crockett.
So cynical.
Rourke was granted a contract at Universal Studios in 1957 at the age of 20.
I just got a contract.
He was going by the stage name Jordan Grant, but was told to change it since Cary Grant was under contract and was a much bigger actor.
All right.
His birth name was Richard Jordan Gurler.
Oh, Gurler.
He actually tried going by Jordan Gurler for a little bit, and people were like, no.
Jordan Gurler.
Rourke appeared as Communications Officer Garrison in the original Star Trek pilot, although he was uncredited.
Oh.
Yeah. He would appear in a series of AIP biker pics with Peter Fonda, Jack Nicholson, and Bruce Dern in the late 60s, including Hell's Angels on Wheels in 1967, Psych Out in 1968, The Savage Seven in 1968, Hell's Bells in 1969, and Nom's Angels in 1970.
Yeah, baby. Biker movies were big back then.
It actually had a different title, and they changed it right before it was released to literally exploit the Vietnam War.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was originally called Chuck's Angels, which was then made to Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, there you go. After Frogs, he would appear with Peter Fonda again in Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, the greatest low-budget 70s chase movie of all time.
True, and a great title as well.
My God, I love that movie so much. The car from that movie is my favorite car of all time.
Yeah?
It's like a 1968, like, Pontiac GT, I think, but it's like lime green with like a black racing stripe.
Oh, yeah.
It is so cool. It is so cool. And they destroyed like 15 of them during the production of the movie.
Nice.
In 1980, he appeared in The Stuntman, his biggest role to date, alongside Peter O'Toole and Steve Railsbeck.
That's a great movie.
I've never seen it. I need to, especially after hearing the following story. O'Toole befriended Rourke during filming, and the two became drinking pals.
Oh, bad idea, buddy.
Not with Peter O'Toole, buddy. Unfortunately, Rourke was unable to keep up with O'Toole and was hospitalized with delirium tremens before shooting had concluded.
Good Lord.
Do you know how much you have to drink to then get the DTs during the production of a movie?
Well, yeah, man.
That's a lot.
I have, when I was younger, I had been known to drink quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I never got the DTs.
No, you don't. That's what I'm saying. You know how much you have to drink to get the DTs? Most movies shoot for what, 40 days?
Peter.
Maybe this one was 50 or 60 because it was an action movie?
Peter, but I can't have another.
I mean, he must have been drunk for like 3 weeks.
Come on, have another.
And it was like, he finally wakes up and he's like, oh my God, I've become an alcoholic.
I'm sweating gin.
Oh, it was just awful. Word spread around Hollywood quickly, and Rourke had difficulty finding work as a result.
Because he couldn't keep up with Peter O'Toole?
No, because he couldn't finish the filming. Oh. Like, he became, quote-unquote, unrevable.
If he can't keep up drinking with Peter O'Toole, we don't want him.
Everyone left out the fact that it was Peter O'Toole egging him on.
My bad.
However, an offer to work on a low-budget independent film brought him to Austin, Texas in 1982. At the time, Texas had a burgeoning movie industry, billing itself as the Third Coast, but lacked any real opportunities for aspiring film actors to learn their craft from industry veterans. Recognizing this need, Rourke opened the Film Actors Lab in the Dallas Communications Complex at the studios in Las Colinas.
Nice.
Rourke had would only work on a small handful of films after his experience with O'Toole, and sadly, he passed away from a heart attack in 1996 at the age of 58.
God, he probably never got over those.
100% guarantee it was because he drank with Peter O'Toole. It literally killed him.
Don't drink with Peter O'Toole. Or Oliver Reed.
Or the guy from Jaws. Whose name I can't remember.
Quint.
Quint, yeah. I mean, Quint from Jaws, the actor or the character.
Or Richard Burton.
Richard Burton. If they are a British actor, do not drink with them.
No, they'll kill you. They will murder you.
Especially if they're classically trained, you will die.
They're also classically trained in drinking.
Oh my God, you will die. Lynn Borden was cast as Jenny Crockett.
Jenny!
During her junior year at the University of Arizona in 1957, Borden would become Miss Arizona and become a runner-up in the Miss America pageant.
Yes, she's got a lot of forehead.
She was the one that had the upturned nostrils.
Yes.
And looked like
The pig nose? Is that what you were going to say?
Yes,
she got a pig nose?
It was just certain shots. It was like, don't shoot her dead on.
That's why the animals didn't kill her. They thought she was one of them.
Did she? I thought she ended up dying.
I think she probably did. Yeah. Well,
I mean, they all ended up dying. I don't remember what happened to her. She did. Oh, no, she got attacked by the snapping alligator.
Yes!
Snapping
She
turtle.
was eaten by a turtle.
She was in the greatest scene where she was stuck. And then as soon as she actually saw the alligator, magically unstuck and then stuck again.
Yeah. Those poor children. They see their dead mom
Where's
and their
Mommy
dead
and
dad.
Daddy?
My parents are dead.
I just love that Sam Elliott was like, stay here for a second. And then he goes over and it's like, yep, she's dead.
Yep. Turtle got her.
God, turtle.
She's turtled.
Lynn Borden started acting in a series of uncredited feature film roles, including Days of Wine and Roses in 1962, starring Jack Lemmon.
Another great movie about alcoholism.
Yes. The Carpetbagger in 1964, starring George Peppard.
Ooh, of the A-Team.
Yeah. What a way to go! In 1964, starring Shirley MacLaine, Paul Newman, Robert Mitchum, Dean Martin, Gene Kelly, Bob Cummings, and Dick Van Dyke.
What a great cast.
For a movie I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Roustabout in 1964, starring Elvis Presley.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, there you go. That was good. And The Wrecking Crew in 1968, starring Dean Martin and Sharon Tate.
Yeah, that's the movie that Sharon Tate goes to see in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Correct. So technically, I think Lynn Borden might be in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as well.
Nice. I was in a Tarantino movie.
She would appear in some credited roles in films as well. Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice in 1969, Walking Tall in 1973, and Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry in 1974.
Ooh, I could talk about Sheriff Buford T. Justice or whatever.
Yeah, Walking Tall.
He had a bat or a big stick.
Big stick. I think it was a big stick.
Buford would beat the hell out of you with that
Walked by
stick.
and picked up a 2x4 and just started hitting people.
I'm walking tall.
Walking Tall. We definitely got to cover Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry at some point. We got to do a car month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that, and then White Lightning, is that the one with Clint Eastwood and
yes.
Jeff Bridges?
Yes.
That's another great movie.
Movie.
Such a sad ending.
Lynn Borden had more success in TV, appearing in the last season of Hazel in 1965. She retired in 2006 after appearing in an episode of CSI New York. And sadly, she died in March 2015 after extended illness in Encino at the age of 77.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, Hazel. Remember that show? About
No.
the maid?
Was it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hazel was a maid, I believe.
She was she was cast as one of the leads in the last season, but
She's probably one of the people that Hazel worked for.
she probably took over for the more popular actor that left the show.
Right. It was Joan Van Ark.
Oh my God! Judy Pace was cast as Bella Garrington.
Oh, yeah.
That was the girlfriend of Michael, I think.
Yeah, and she made her own clothes.
She
made sure to get enough material, enough of the most garish material ever created, by the way.
She must have hit those bargain bins hard.
But she would make a matching headpiece, either
Oh my
a
God,
turban or
scarf
a scarf,
or,
but it would match whatever shirt or dress that she pulled off of a couch.
She looked good. She looked good.
She's gorgeous, man. You could have put her in a burlap sack and she would have been pretty, but let's be honest, those clothes were horrible. It was like, let's try to make her kind of, give her an African vibe.
Yeah.
By way of Sears.
Pace made her feature film debut in 1963 with William Castle's 13 Frightened Girls, playing one of the Frightened Girls.
I was number 11.
She would appear in 15 episodes of Peyton Place in 1968, playing the villainous Vicky Fletcher.
I could see that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, in 1968, Pace was singled out for praise by noted film critic Roger Ebert for her performance in the popular youth-oriented film Three in the Attic.
The find in this movie, for my money, is the young black actress Judy Pace, who's terrific. Variety calls her the most beautiful black actress in Hollywood, which is debatable since beauty is in the eye of the beholder, etc. But she's a quick, funny actress who can put an edge on a line and keep a scene sparkling.
Yeah, he had a certain eye for Judy Pace.
He had a certain eye for a black woman. He had a
if it ain't black, it's whack.
God. Yes.
That was his catchphrase.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up, and if it ain't black, it's whack.
Judy Pace appeared in 25 episodes of The Young Lawyers between 1969 and 1971. Other TV appearances for Pace include
Batman, Tarzan, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, The Flying Nun, Days of Our Lives, I Spy, Ironside, The Mod Squad, Medical Center, That's My Mama, O'Hara, U.S. Treasury, The New People, Inside Kung Fu Shaft, Caribe, Sanford and Son, What's Happening, and Good Times.
Pace didn't work much after 1985 due to her second marriage and deciding to raise 2 kids.
She was really good in this.
She was.
And she's gorgeous. I mean, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, she was very talented. It's disappointing that she chose family.
Yeah, idiot.
Stupid. You should have been in more stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see you in more stuff.
Hate your kids. And also, let's be honest, pretty progressive to have an interracial relationship in 72.
Yeah. She most recently can be seen in 4 episodes of Beauty and the Baller, which aired in 2017. She's hanging out at the age of 83, just waiting for her next role.
So she doesn't care about her family anymore. Now she's back to acting.
Well, I think they're out of the house. I think she got back to acting when she got the empty nest.
Grandkids.
Yeah, well, whatever. Maybe they don't want kids.
Whatever.
Mae Mercer was cast as Maybelle, the cook. No, the maid. I guess the maid. She's
Sure.
one of the help.
Yes, the help.
One of the help.
Thank you, Adam.
Yes. Sorry, I'm channeling my inner old white man.
Is she part of the help?
Yeah, she's the help. She's just the help. Don't worry about it. Mercer's from North Carolina, the daughter of tobacco sharecroppers and one of 9 children. She began singing in church as a teenager.
Yeah, just to get away from her family for 5 seconds.
She hated it there.
Really?
She really did. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, can you imagine, though? I mean, being a tobacco sharecropper with 9 siblings, you're probably not living the Lux life.
No. In fact, she hated it so much she ran away from home at 15 to go to New York City and start a singing career.
People did that back then.
They did. She ended up spending 8 years in the 60s and her late 20s and early 30s singing in a blues bar in Paris, the Blues Club owned by publisher Maurice Giordias and touring Europe.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she hated it in North Carolina so much she went to Paris.
Well, a lot of African-American performers did go to Paris.
They did very well in
especially
Europe.
singers like Lena Horne, like different.
They did very well.
Yeah, because there wasn't a lot of racism like it was.
And in fact, she was so good and so popular, she eventually came to own and operate the Blues Club in Paris.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She made her feature film debut in the French film The Sword and the Scale in 1963, starring Anthony Perkins.
Your favorite.
She worked with Don Siegel and Clint Eastwood on 2 movies in 1971, The Beguiled and Dirty Harry.
The Beguiled is such a weird movie. Have you seen that?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
So The Beguiled is Clint Eastwood is like a Confederate soldier or some sort of soldier, and he gets wounded, and he ends up at this like girls' school or.
Oh, this actually sounds way more familiar.
Yeah,
now.
and then they bring him in, and the lady's like, no hanky-panky, and they end up cutting off his leg, and it's crazy.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's a total
I'll have to check that
psychosexual
out.
thriller,
Okay.
and it's, he's not playing a good guy in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like trying to work it with all the young girls, with the lady. They did a remake of it with Sofia Coppola directed, I believe.
Okay, so I think that's why it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Mercer made some TV appearances in the 70s, including
Medical Center, Ironside, Mannix, Kung Fu, and A Woman Called Moses. A Woman Called Moses?
A Woman Called Moses. There was a TV show called
She's
A Woman
probably
Called
a cop
Moses.
or something.
Right, yeah. She didn't work much in the 80s, only appearing in Homer and Eddie in 1989, starring Jim Belushi and Whoopi Goldberg.
And that was enough.
She's like, I'm good.
That fulfilled me.
She came back to TV in the 2000s, appearing in ER, Dragnet, and The Shield.
Oh, I kind of remember her in The Shield.
Yeah. Mercer passed away from complications from a stroke on October 29th, 2008, at the age of 76.
So she was pretty young in this.
She was.
She looked kind of old. It was that short haircut.
And
that awful uniform they make them wear. Oh, the Help, as you call it.
The Help, yes. So the film was shot in Walton County, Florida, on the Emerald Coast. The Crockett family home was the Wesley House, built in 1897, an old southern mansion located in Eden Garden State Park in the town of Point, Washington, situated on Tucker Bayou off Choctawhatchee Bay.
Nice.
Choctawhatchee. I did say it right. Choctawhatchee Bay.
Yeah, Choctawhatchee.
There's so many names in that sentence that I don't know.
Yeah, well, Tucker Bayou, that's a hard one, too.
The Florida Holiday Inn used by the crew would not allow the venomous snakes, spiders, or scorpions used in the film to be brought into the hotel.
Whoa. Hold it right there, mister. Hold it right there, mister. You're not bringing them venomous snakes and them frogs and them bugs in this hotel. We're in a classy joint here at the Holiday Inn. A classy joint.
Are the non-venomous ones okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
Just no venomous.
Many of the 500 Florida frogs and 100 South American cane toads purchased for use in the film escaped during production.
Of course they did. They didn't give a crap. They probably killed a bunch of them, too.
They also were literally every other shot is them throwing frogs at someone.
Tossing frogs at people.
It's like they didn't even think about the fact that they're literally throwing them from shoulder height onto whoever's laying down.
Hey, Dad. Yeah. Hi. Got a job in Hollywood. No, not doing the camera. No. I'm a frog tosser.
Wait.
Hello?
Are you saying you're gay?
Hello, Dad? Hello? Yes. No, yes. Yeah. Well, yes, but that's not my job.
Well, I didn't want it to come out this way, but here I am.
Frog tosser. It sounds like somebody who ejaculates frogs for scientific purposes.
Well, it could also be someone that just loves gay Frenchmen. Due to the film's low budget, no live birds were used for the bird attack scene in it. Stock footage of flying birds was superimposed over footage of the running cast.
Yeah.
They were all three of the black people in the movie were killed by golden eagles.
Off screen.
Yeah, we didn't see it.
We just saw their luggage strewn about and had to make up our own.
Just put two and two together.
Yeah. Well, I guess the eagles got it.
The audience will figure it out.
Yeah. I didn't see any eagles. And what are eagles doing in Florida, by the way?
Yeah.
This movie has issues.
It does. The film avoided elaborate special effects and instead relied on the nature photography of Mario Tosi. Tosi would go on to lens the movie Carrie and the TV miniseries Sybil.
Nice.
Which also, again, connection to Stephen King.
Carrie, yeah.
With Carrie, not Sybil, but Carrie.
Sybil, that was, that was one of the first, they called it multiple personalities back then, but it's dissociative identity disorder now.
Yeah.
But the funny thing, and Sally Field played Sybil.
Yeah.
Total breakout role for her, changed her career entirely.
Huge.
But they found out years later that it was an entire hoax.
It was all fake.
She made the entire thing
The
up.
woman that wrote the book. It was all fake.
Yeah.
It was all fake. Iris was originally supposed to have been killed by being forced into a quicksand pool by a giant butterfly and then drowning.
That's the thing. That was the one thing missing from this movie. Because when I said the three things, there was four things that we were actually afraid of. And quicksand
was very high. Very high on
Quicksand was such a staple of our youth.
It was.
And it was just this weird, soapy, milky...
Yeah.
It's like they put a bunch of wood chips on top of some water, and that was... there's quicksand. Now get the rope.
So that death scene was actually shot, but was considered too silly for the film's final print and was cut.
Yeah, this film is extremely serious.
I can imagine someone going, oh, God, giant butterfly? Can't even buy that.
I'm sure the giant butterfly looks super fake.
I'm sure.
And it's just...
It was then reshot to have Iris killed by being bitten by a rattlesnake instead.
Which is much better.
A whole sequence of her screaming and running away. Clips of the original scene of Iris's death do appear in the film's theatrical trailer, however. And if you look up Hollis Irving on IMDb, the profile picture for her is literally the death scene that did not make the movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the most over actor of the deaths, and that is saying something.
they also did her no services by the fact that she was supposed to be this like butterfly hunter where she was going to put them in her topiaries or whatever. And then she would literally walk by and the camera would pan over and there'd be a butterfly. Didn't see it because you're an idiot.
Whoosh. And she was like such a child lady too.
Yeah, they say that they say that we're polluting from our sawmill and we're going to have to stop it, but that's going to cost us money.
They were literally trying to portray her as the rich family, like the one that's kind of out of it. Like, wasn't there was a Kennedy that was like that, where they were like, oh, we're just going to give her a lobotomy, and then we'll just stick her in a house somewhere.
Yeah, it's not Caroline, but yeah, there is the Kennedy that was put in a mental institution.
There was one of Queen Elizabeth's sisters that had the same thing happen.
Yes,
you're any different at all, they're like, all right, get out of here.
They tuck them away in some home.
Go follow your butterflies.
It's good home, but
it's a home. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. This whole family was despicable.
Oh, awful,
but very fun. Look, we were talking about this yesterday too. That I'm not a big fan of like the billionaire genre of watching a bunch of sad billionaires
because they're always weird and pathetic.
Yeah, I never watched Billions. I didn't watch that. Succession,
say millions,
millions, thousands. It's just, I'm sure they're great shows. I'll probably end up watching it at some point.
I've heard great things about them.
I love Brian Cox.
Just doesn't appeal to me at all.
But the billionaire genre is boring to me.
Yeah.
Unless you have these super eccentric weirdos.
Yes.
And you can see, I love seeing movies about rich people where you see how the unlimited riches has perverted them.
Like Willy Wonka.
Yes, exactly. That child molesting asshole.
So the gator that gets shot by Sam Elliott's character was a reused scene from Bloody Mama, released the previous year.
Yeah.
In which I think he blew up the gator. It was the most powerful shotgun ever made.
Well, yeah. It was. Yeah. It had explosive bullets.
Leon Baxter did the music for this. He developed a genre of easy listening style of music called exotica.
Ooh.
Which sounds really interesting. It was named after some guy's album from like 1957.
Johnny Exotica?
Yeah, Johnny Exotica. The other weird thing is that he did the theme song for Lassie, so his music appeared in 148 episodes of Lassie.
Well, is this the guy that was credited with the soundscapes?
It's the composer, yeah.
The guy?
Yeah. He had an album released in 1968 called like Moog King or Moog King or whatever.
Moog, yeah.
Like he got way heavy in electronic music.
Well, yeah, but
also I went down a weird Leon Baxter rabbit hole. He was accused of stealing a lot of people's music, and then other people were like, "No, I saw handwritten music of the stuff you're talking about, and it was in his handwriting." Like it was a huge thing for like 15 years. Yeah.
I love the music for it. It's so of its time.
He composed. He was at that time in the 50s and 60s where he composed literally like 20 movies a year.
Yeah,
like it was crazy.
Yeah. I really like the music.
Stephen King has mentioned this film as the reason he decided on a topiary instead of a hedge maze in The Shining.
No, I think he decided on a lot of things from this movie. Chambray shirts and...
Kubrick could not get the topiary to work to his satisfaction, so he went with the maze instead.
Yeah, well, they famously butted heads on that movie, and Stephen King for years hated
that movie.
I wanted to mention just really quickly Dale Winningham, who played Tina Crockett.
Okay.
She was probably the best actor in the entire movie.
She was the kid?
Yeah. But she's like, my mother has disappeared. The way she delivered that line
was so creepy.
Oh, my God. She was so good. She's like a weird little androgynous kid like they all were. It was her and Hal Hodges is the Crockett children.
Yeah.
But she was so hauntingly weird and good.
The movie did a really good job of introducing them, and then I completely forgot they existed until they appeared back, and it was like, oh, your parents are dead.
Your parents are so dead. and the kids, it's just also, we'll get to it.
Okay. The film had its world premiere at the Florida Theater in Panama City, Florida on March 23rd, 1972. After 17 days, it had grossed $458,392 from 38 theaters.
That's not bad.
That's really good. It was eventually released in 103 theaters in the New York area as the top half of a double feature with the film Godzilla vs. Hedorah, originally released in 1971, also known as Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster, which has a similar anti-pollution theme.
I was obsessed with Godzilla movies when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved the Smog Monster.
The film received mixed reviews from critics. Critics were confused that the movie was called Frogs when none of the deaths were attributed to the frogs.
Yeah, because they were in charge, man.
They were. If you watch the movie, it's very obvious that they are the ringleaders.
Yes. Just because, hey, Charles Manson never took a knife to anybody, but he was put in jail for murder.
That's true.
The frogs are the Mansons of the animal kingdom.
The Manson of the animal kingdom.
The Manson. Well, Mansons, because there's frogs.
Well, I know.
I don't know. I'm trying to be accurate.
Clyde Gilmore of the Toronto Star complained about the misleading advertisements showing a giant man-eating frog, leading him to believe the movie was about giant man-eating frogs, and was unimpressed with the sketchy supporting characters. Otherwise, he liked the movie.
Okay. Well, I love the sketchy supporting characters.
My biggest problem was that it was not about the thing I didn't think it was about, but I liked the movie anyway. It would end up making $1.9 million, well above what I assume would be an almost nothing budget.
Yeah, it was made for $67.
I would not doubt if it was less than $100,000.
I love this movie. The ending of this movie, they made a mistake because there is a perfect natural ending of the movie when the three survivors, Elliot and Joan Van Ark, and the kids.
And the kids, the two kids, yeah.
The
movie did not kill the children. No. Spoiler alert, if that's your thing.
But so they get into this car, and apparently this is going on everywhere, but these people don't really know what's happening.
Yeah.
Because they're like, there were frogs everywhere.
Well, they imply that it's not just the house or around the house, because there's like the weird general store on the dock.
Yeah.
Where they're all gone and obviously been killed or something.
So it's an event that seems to be happening.
Yeah.
So they get picked up by this family, and the kids are just so despondent in the back because their parents just died.
Their parents are dead, and I don't even know if they know that technically at that point.
They know. They did know.
Did they?
Yeah, because I think she saw the mom. And then they're not idiots. They saw the boat out there, and it's like, your dad's dead. And it's the 70s.
Why is Daddy not on the boat?
Because he's dead. You're an orphan now. Get used to it.
Wow, Sam, grow your mustache back.
Stop crying, or I'll give you something to cry about. Stupid orphans. But they're like, we're at this campsite. Look at this honker. And the kid had this giant effing frog.
Was huge.
And the kids should have been recoiled, scared by it. But they do that awesome 70s freeze frame on the frog. And they should have ended it there.
I thought the movie was going to be over.
They needed to reverse because they had to show Ray Milland's comeuppance because we've always done it this way. We'll always do it this way forever.
Don't be obstinate. You will be killed by frogs.
My birthday. You shut up and sit down. Do exactly what I say. No money for you.
I just love that. He's like, she's like, can I make you something to eat? And he's like, well, I want the menu as I originally planned it.
You can start with a double old-fashioned.
That was also when 3 people were making you food, and it's just me. So how about I just make you a bologna sandwich and you shut up?
I never learned to cook. Sorry, Dad.
I'm rich too, Grandpa.
Even after the worker dies and his kids die.
Which, by the way, no acknowledgement. No one seems sad that Michael's dead. They find him, and it's like, no, yeah, he's in there. And they're just like, okay.
Michael was a dick. Nobody liked Michael.
Yeah, but still, he was their brother / grandson.
They're all sociopaths
/ father.
They're all sociopaths, Adam.
Nobody cared.
Once the frogs jumped on the cake, party over.
Yeah, that's when you leave.
What are you going to eat? And then just like, Grandpa, we got to get out of here.
I'm not leaving. I'm staying here, and you're staying with me if you leave.
He was literally in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
What was he going to do?
We had an elevator, Adam. He was going to take the elevator up and go to bed.
If you wanted to leave with him, he could not stop you. He was in a wheelchair.
Stop pushing me. Stop it.
You're hijacking my wheelchair with me in it. What are you doing? What are you doing?
He was such an ass. But he was great. Ray Milland was great.
They were so deathly afraid of him, and they did do a good job of that because all the kids were so deathly afraid of him.
Yeah,
well, they couldn't bother to go against his word.
Well, because it was rich kids like that who are just trust fund babies who don't do anything.
Well, and you respect your grandfather.
Well, you respect his money.
Oh, I know. But that's what they're taught when they're growing up.
But they're all doing it because they don't want to lose their inheritance.
Okay, well, that's very cynical.
Well, that's what they were talking about.
I want to believe that Joan Van Ark was there because she loved him.
No. Nobody loved him. How are you crazy with that horrible toupee?
She offered to make him lunch.
Oh, well, you just wanted an old-fashioned. It's my birthday.
Which she also took like 4 hours to make.
Well, she has OCD. She gets easily distracted.
I will say that when this movie started, I turned to Jim and I was like, man, it's gonna have the worst sin in all movies, which is it's gonna be boring. And I will say that by the end of this movie won me over.
Yeah. It's a weird movie.
It's so weird.
And I gotta be honest with you, having the wildlife photographer do all the animal stuff, it worked really well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The frogs seem like schemers. The way they shot the frogs.
Yeah.
Frogs just have this kind of sketchy look on their faces anyway. I don't trust them.
I don't trust frogs. Not as far as I can throw them.
But even the salamanders and the geckos and the tegus, they all had such personality, and the way that they shot them made them all look like they were seriously murdering people.
Mario Tosi saved this movie.
Definitely.
And because he captured them in such a great way.
Oh my God. He did, and it's so funny. I adore Sam Elliott. He's one of my favorites. But just Sam Elliott, unfortunately, was kind of the weakest link in this movie.
I actually agree. It makes me sad.
He was just kind of like this entire time.
He was just so bland.
Yeah, there was just nothing to him.
Like, even when the idiot drunk son with Joan Van Ark, his sister, they're in the boat and they knock over his canoe, and he literally loses all of his photography equipment.
Yes.
Not just his film and all that. His camera's gone.
Everything.
His livelihood is gone.
All of the work he did that day, gone.
Does not raise his voice at all. Does not accepts the fact that he's going to go stay at their house and have lunch.
Yeah, that's what it was like in the 70s. He just kind of flitted around from place to place and lunch to lunch, and people would pick you in. Everybody was hitchhiking at him.
I mean, honestly, if that happened to me and they were like, "Come get food," I'd be like, "Well, I bet lunch is going to be pretty good."
All right, I guess so. You're going to have to buy me a camera, though.
I just want cake only if it has frogs on it. I don't eat frogless cake.
But it was also what was he? He was an independent photographer, and
yeah, I mean, he wasn't. It's not like he was getting paid to do the stuff. He was going to try to sell the photos.
I just like to be outside taking pictures.
But he was also, that whole opening sequence was great with the photos, and like it's like, oh, animals, and then suddenly it's like, oh, now there's a bunch of trash, and now there's animals and trash, and now there's just pollution and grossness, and like it was a good build up to what was going to happen in the movie.
Yeah, and then a good introduction to this gross rich family where the impudent child, he zooms around on his motorboat, and knocks him over. And then he pulled him in. And Sam Elliott pulled him in for revenge.
That was the most emotion he showed, was when he pulled him in.
Calm down, buddy. You're crazy.
Which I mean, to Clint Adam Rourke, to his credit, he accepted it. He was like, yeah, I deserve that.
Yeah. I mean, look, the thing about rich assholes back then is they still had a little bit of empathy.
Yeah.
So they were able to be like,
bred out in the last 50 years.
Yeah, I'll get you some clothes. We'll get you some food.
Yeah, we'll take care of you. We did you wrong. We'll take care of you.
Make sure you don't sue. So we'll have you sign this document. It's a great B movie. And if you like weird 70s creature quote features, this is one that is unlike anything you'll ever see.
It is incredible that this movie made so much money, considering, I mean, they made it look so easy to shoot and easy to make it work.
Well, you need to watch the trailer. Have you seen the trailer?
I don't think so.
Because the trailer is, because it does have I think the animated frog eating the hand.
Oh, does it?
So it does, I get why the
reviewer
was misled.
It was literally the poster.
Right.
The poster was a giant hand, or a giant frog eating a hand, or a tiny hand in a frog's mouth.
Which is why they put that little animation at the end. It's like, see, it's in it. We didn't lie.
It's there.
But it didn't need that. That's what was so great about it, is it didn't need, we're going to be doing a giant rabbit movie, which I'm sure is going to be ridiculous, but it didn't need giant frogs.
It's funny, and we'll talk about this next week, but I think the Night of the Lepus producers realized that it's about giant rabbits, and they didn't show any giant rabbits anywhere in any of the marketing.
No, because it looks so fake. We'll get to that.
We'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it next week.
But
it's just so funny how it's the exact opposite of this.
Exactly. But that's what was so cool about this movie, is it was nature turning on humanity for effing with it for so long, polluting it, destroying it. Hey, M. Night Shyamalan.
I was just going to say, I am pretty positive that M. Night Shyamalan stole this movie for The Happening.
You know what this movie needs? It needs Mark Wahlberg as a scientist, as a teacher. The tree's trying to eat everybody. What's going on?
And also John Leguizamo.
Yeah, and Zooey Deschanel. Nothing like the brain trust of Zooey Deschanel and
Three of
Marky
the
Mark.
most annoying people on the planet.
I like John Leguizamo.
I don't mind John Leguizamo.
I like Zooey Deschanel.
I like Zooey Deschanel, but they can be really annoying.
And in this movie, they were all horribly annoying.
Just total aside, but somebody had posted a film theory about The Happening and on Reddit, and I was like, oh my god, like this actually makes me want to see the movie again. And then like a month later, someone commented on it, did you watch it? And I was like, no, this has been going on for like a year. It was just like, they're like, so? And I'm like, no, still haven't watched it again.
No, because there's no reason to.
No.
It's
but it was a very intriguing theory, and then, to be honest, now I kind of want to read it again because I think this movie does not have that. It had to do with like colors and how anyway, but with The Happening, it was the colors and the way things were portrayed and stuff. It was interesting.
Yes,
it was interesting. Again, not enough to make me want to watch it again.
No, because the cast ruins that movie.
If you feel like you want to watch The Happening,
watch Frogs.
Watch Frogs. It's so much better.
You can get it from the Internet Archive.
I got it on the Internet Archive. It's a really good quality.
Yeah.
It's a big download, but like it's a movie.
Yeah.
But it's good quality. Get it from the Internet Archive. It's really good. I'll post the link once we get the social media up on Friday.
This is truly the perfect movie to have a couple of buddies over on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Grab a 6-pack and a joint and just enjoy the madness.
The best way is to watch this with friends.
Yeah.
Because you have to laugh about it.
Yeah, and you make your comments and you joke around and we just have to mention really quickly, I think it was Nicholas Courtland, but one of the actors looked exactly like Zac Efron. Like if it was...
it was Michael. Who played Michael?
David Gilliam, who looks nothing like him now.
Yeah.
But he looked exactly like him.
It kept happening. I was like, first it was Sam Elliott looking like Scott Bakula.
Yeah.
And then it was him looking like Zac Efron.
It was like if Zac Efron was playing Austin Powers.
Yeah.
That's what David Gilliam looked
like. And then both of the daughters, Joan Van Ark and Lynn Borton, they both look like Julie Bone in their own way.
Yes.
Like it was weird. Just a couple of shots, not all the time, but just a couple of shots.
I'm pretty sure they recycle actors. They're not real. They're just...
The AI has always been here. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, but definitely check this movie out. It's so much fun.
It is really fun. It's been so long since I've seen this movie. And every time I think of this movie, I think of my sister because there were certain movies. She's older. And so when I was younger, it was kind of difficult for us to connect because... she was a cool, older... Right. And you were an annoying little kid. Little tattletale nerd.
Yeah, little nerd. Yeah.
But we bonded over things like this, like Frogs or The People Under the Stairs.
Right.
Or, I don't know if that was what it was called. It was with the little people that lived... Gotta get her.
I don't think that was People Under the Stairs.
But it was something about like little people that lived... Anyway, there were certain things that were our thing,
Right.
And this is definitely one of them. And it's just that there was that last shot of the frog gulping up the hand that somehow just captured our imagination. And this is one that we still to this day talk about. And we're going to try to get her on for the
hopefully she gets
show.
On. So listen for our Stepdad show at the end of the month. Hopefully we get on because it'll be so much fun to talk to her again.
Yes.
Especially about this movie.
And I've tasked her with watching it again. So
nice.
I'll have to
send
show
her the link. Yeah, so she can watch it.
Show her how to do the Internet Archive. But yeah, man, it's really a fun movie. This whole month is just fun, goofy B movies from back in the day.
I really feel like the movies are just going to get worse from here.
This whole month is like a weekend for me at 7 years old.
Nice.
Watching the Saturday, after the cartoons are over, and I didn't want to watch Soul Train or American Bandstand.
Yeah.
Or golf. So you'd switch over to the Creature Feature or Kung Fu Theater.
When golf came on. It was always the worst feeling. Oh, the cartoons are over. Stupid golf. I think this is why I hate golf.
Yeah, I think so too, me. I think I do too. But yeah, so you'd switch over to Kung Fu Theater, Creature Feature.
Oh, Creature Features, man.
And this was one that came on a lot. And it's just one of those great 70s gems that most people missed.
It's so silly, but it works so well.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So get it on the Internet Archive. We'll be back next week.
With Night of the Lepus.
Oh, yeah, baby. Giant rabbits. Not rabbis.
No,
rabbits.
Giant rabbits.
You knocked all my camera equipment into the ocean. I'm gonna sick some frogs on you. Frogs. 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 Frogs.
You know it's really funny. We still haven't started the show yet. How about Alan, a TV movie that featured Anthony Perkins in his TV debut? How awful about Alan?
I was going to say.
I can't read.
Defined in this movie for my memory.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. Harry and the Hendersons, already in progress.